Oh boy, what's going on? What's going on? Hey everybody. I know I didn't have the
Howdy.
the whole for some reason that video that I screwed up and made, was it last night or night before? I think it was night
The
before,
night
I don't
before.
know. Yeah, where it was just a oops thing and now I can't schedule a stream until I do another stream and then it'll let me. I couldn't even hit schedule stream. It just has the go live button and there's no other like schedule stream button. It's missing. Hey Dolores,
Surprise.
if you have problems posting link tonight, I understand because wow, why did that come up? Okay, anyways.
I don't know.
Um yeah, we're doing good. That's funny because my viewers say 0.
I see 18.
I do too, but on the stream, on my stream deck, which I did get a stream deck, guys. I'll try and show y'all. I can show y'all what it looks like.
Yeah, money's burning a hole in his pocket.
Yeah, build camp. There's the
He just
stream
keeps
deck.
buying toys.
Yeah, I got stuff on there now. It's pretty cool. Let's go back to the main camera. I like being able to hit a button and switch it. That's pretty cool. I like that. Uh, I did get the RBA section for the Ursa in. After getting contact with I had already ordered the RBA section, which literally took. Oh, it's not doing so hot today. Good. So they don't have that Google team rushing in. Let's see, because they'll come in and be like Google, whatever has deleted the link. Yeah, it looks
Maybe
like
they're
it's
just
not
after
working.
Stuart.
Yeah, maybe, or high profile channels. Who knows? Um, so yeah, the Stream Deck's pretty nice. I like being able to
Both
hit a
demon.
button to switch between scenes. It does a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Yeah, that was it wasn't a blonde moment. I accidentally added a stream button to the Stream Deck, and when you hit that button, you go live. It's just there's no way around it. And I'm
Much to
thinking
his surprise.
that's not a good idea with children here and stuff. So I deleted the stream button, even though now there's a button on there that has a little hourglass spinning around that I'm live, even though I deleted that button. I know I took it off there. I guess it's just something. Yeah, that button's gone, but it's still showing some kind of stream icon going on.
Oh,
Um, yeah, the RBA section is in here now, and I got something I'm gonna have to build because Munchkin, destroys her coils, so I got to rebuild this again. Hello, Breeze.
hi Breeze. And I
So
have I have not checked the drought maps lately, Tiger. But
the drought might play with it later. I'll break it. I don't know if I'm gonna break it. I got stuff, kind of figured out on it. I've been messing with it. We'll see. For one thing, here, I'll test one thing. See if y'all can hear this.
Bazinga!
If y'all heard that, you heard it. If you didn't hear it, then. So the issues with the Ursa. Okay, yeah. Thanks, Dolores, for reminding me. So I.
Wally.
What happened was Big Bang. There you go. Yep. So you heard it then, dumb long. um, I had problems with the. You heard it a little. Is it really low? Are you kidding me? I can fix that real quick. I thought it was going to be too loud. Every time I turned all these down because it shows on my meter that it goes way up. Let me go to the other stuff and set the. Now watch, all these are going to be so loud you're going to be pissed off. And I was like trying to fix it. But if you say you hear it a little bit, then I'm going to have to turn it up.
Hi, DeMillan.
This one, this one. I got one especially for DeMille in there. Let's fix that one and this one. That one's already fixed. That one's not. Um, that's good. That's no good. Fix. And that one's way off. And that one's good. And then that one's good. Okay, I think I've got them all fixed now. Let's see if that's any louder now.
Bazinga!
That about blows my eardrums out. So hopefully you can hear it that time.
I didn't hear anything.
No, I know you can't hear it, but they should be able to hear it.
Well, somebody said they thought it was playing through your speakers and through your mic, but
Oh, the
I wouldn't have
20,
heard it. So
the 26, yeah.
26 650.
You mean that one, Demon Hunter?
yeah, I made him keep it because I figured people would get a
So
laugh out of that. Oh
I
shit! Oh
emailed.
shit!
Oh, here's the better one.
DeMillen, it's practically impossible to make this thing leak.
Oh, perfect. DeMillen's famous now. I gotta turn on my. That was captured right. Yeah, that's what it is. Um, I emailed Lost Vape, right, and I was like, look, my door's messed up, and they wanted me to send them pictures, and then they sent me a picture back, which is funny. They sent me a picture back of an Ursa and the threads, right? So they were like, is the threads messed up? Can you still tighten the battery door? And I was like, look, if I take the battery out, I can screw the top all the way down and it does tighten, which it does.
Michelle.
But if you put a battery in there, it does not tighten. So I've been fighting with this thing day after day. And anyways, they said, okay, I can send you a battery door. Well, first, before he sent me that, I said, if you're just going to send me a battery door, make sure you send me an extra one. Even if I have to buy it, I don't mind buying a separate one, but I know it's going to happen again, so send me two. And he said, he emailed me back. I sent you two battery doors. Here's the tracking number. It's coming from China. It's going to take me forever to get it. I can turn Munchkin up a little bit. Um,
I don't know if I'm just being quiet or if you've got me turned down too low. I don't know.
I haven't messed with it in Zoom, so I don't know if that's it, but that remote on the bed is driving me batty because it's one little black thing sticking up there.
Excuse me.
So, um,
There, better? You happy now?
yes, thank you. That makes me feel better. Um, so anyways, they're sending me that. I did, yeah, like I said, I got the here's the box the RBA section comes in. And I got to tell you guys, the RBA for this is so much better than the RBA for the damn drag. I mean, I know I like the fact that you can build your own coils and put them in there with mesh, but this one I can take a fuse Clapton and throw it in there and I'm good to go. And it's, the bigger this it doesn't fit in the smaller because it comes with two tanks. So it has one with the bigger 810 style drip tip, and then the smaller one with the five. Oh, here I just popped the door off the 510 style. I guess. I mean, it's not really 510, but it's a lot smaller. The other tank. So let me get the battery door back on. No, I guess no speed tonight. He did. You know what? It's funny that you say that. When I did that accidental 4 seconds the other night, he could have came on then, but I didn't know, and I had already went to bed. He's like, well, I guess I'll just go to bed. So sorry. He could have came on. What was it? Monday night? Yeah, Monday night. But he was ready to go to bed too. So that's what we did. Um, but as far as the vape quality I'm getting off of this RBA section, fantastic, man. I can't fault this thing. Uh, it's a postless deck, which is pretty neat. I just built it earlier, but I got no problems taking it back apart and showing y'all or something. I like the way that it has a top ring that screws down and pretty much automatically folds your cotton down into the wick channels, so everything's tight in there and you're good to go. But I'm going to and the other thing that's new, I guess, besides my Stream Deck is y'all may notice a little bit of blue light behind me. I got a couple of lights and I can change them to whatever color and all that good stuff. So just looks a little cooler. I like blue anyway, so I just threw some blue light back there. They're actually really bright, but I can't figure out any kind of way to situate them where it's not just going to blow the camera out. So there you go. That's what that is. Oh yeah, the RBA for the Ursa is awesome, King Cobra. I really did not expect it to be as good as it is, but it's working great. I'm freaking loving this thing, which is what I'm vaping right now, and it's not leaking or anything like that. So that's always a big bonus. Leaking is bad, okay? Leaking's bad. So I haven't had that problem. The only issue I'm having, and it's my own fault, I'm trying to fill this little pod with this giant bottle. It doesn't. They don't work well together. A normal juice bottle, no problems. Every time I use a normal juice bottle, it goes right in there. Ah, David Fisher, congratulations. Munchkin has an Xbox Series S right behind her head. The Series X is also on the same desk she's sitting at. So we have an X and a S and the wireless headset. But yeah, so now she don't have to complain to me every time that I load in faster to the game than she does. Is the regular RBA? It is the Pro RBA that the rebuildable deck goes into. Sue, did I say Sewell? Oh my God.
You did call her Sewell.
I
I
I I
guess that's better
mixed
than Zool, but you know,
I mixed up Sue and Cool. I said
there is no
Sewell.
Sue, only Zool.
Zool. Yeah, the RBA deck only fits in the pro section. I haven't seen the other one. If they have another one, Sue, for the smaller section, that'd be cool too. I know for a fact if it's going to be in the small one that it's probably going to have a really small deck and it's not going to be something I can throw any kind of coil into. So I'm glad I got the one for the bigger one. Yeah, it's smaller, a bit tighter. Yeah, that's what worries me. If it's smaller, it's probably going to be like, I can't fit this coil or I can't fit that coil. Um, ooh, there you go. Oh, you're getting a purge, man. Cloud Chucker, you just going all out. The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Wait until we see what Munchkin's build deck looks like. Cause
Yeah, and you need to get on that because this 50 milligrams starting to give me a headache.
Okay, I'll get on. I got to start building on Munchkin's tank
I need
because
to vape 3
Munchkin,
milligram.
yeah, tighter draw, which you don't like. Yeah, if it's got you probably won't like. I mean, the draw on this, if you open this thing up, that's way plenty of air. Yeah, and I have Nilla nuts in there now, so absolutely fantastic. And there goes my battery door again.
I'm sorry if I'm not
Jesus.
paying attention. I have someone that's currently closing on their house right now, and she's communicating via email with me, asking
Okay.
questions. So,
You ordered the pro one. Sue, you're gonna absolutely love it.
we have
Um,
some, Dolores.
I mean, I'm a big fan of having devices that you can build yourself, especially with all these bans coming up on mail. You know, the
It's
26th of this
hard,
month.
Wally.
It's gonna be weird. We're gonna have to see how the industry survives through all these vape mail bans. But
Medlock.
everything that I've seen, the USPS can't enforce it, and even if the USPS can't enforce it, if the companies are still playing by the rules of the game and say no, we're not shipping because the USPS told us not to, then you're still in the same boat. I mean, you can't just say, well, trust me, that you can't try to coax
I'm
the
sure
company
there's
into
going to be
shipping
some
stuff.
companies out there that are just going to say it's easier to seek forgiveness than permission. But I don't think that's necessarily people we want to be ordering from to begin with.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of us, it's going to end up having to go back to finding somebody that has a shop next to them that sells what you need, and you send them the money, they buy it, and then they ship it to you. You know, like if we want Infamous, we're gonna have to start sending Jay some money via Venmo.
Cloud Chucker. What's that one RDA that I was wanting to get? And they make different sizes of it, and I can't remember the name of it.
I don't know.
Dadgummit. I don't think it's the Valhalla, but it had a similar name. Um, I don't remember. Let's see what this looks like. Oh my God. Let me go to the build cam first. And then, yeah.
Oh, that's
Asgard.
nasty.
The Asgard. That's it, Demon Hunter. That's what I would go with, Cloud Chucker. I'd get an Asgard and throw on there. That is so dirty. That is so dirty. Goodness gracious. I don't
Didn't
even
you
know
just do that last week?
that doesn't
What kind of cotton? Are
that's
you using like pre-gunked up cotton in my shit or what?
no, you did this.
No, that's all you. I'm blaming
You're blaming me.
the wicker.
No, it wasn't even they look like the old scuba coils. They look pretty. Man, look at how much stuff is caked up on top of this. I mean, seriously. Wait till I get my new lamp and I can put more light on this. This is bad. You can't even see this. It's so.
Well, that was granola. Yeah, it's definitely broken in.
Oh, it's
No,
more.
that's not infamous. Actually, that was the
Yeah. That tells you when the cotton breaks
yeah.
in half. Yeah, that means you burnt
What's
the
it called?
bejesus out
That
of it.
granola shit. I can't remember who makes it because it's in my purse. But
I just threw the box away to it. Woot. Nope.
Woot.
It's something weird. Oh, here we go. Yogi.
Yeah, like the bear. Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the box actually. This is the blueberry granola bar, but the I want to try that one that Speed was talking about, the banana and peanut butter granola bar. That one sounds like that'll be really good.
Well, I'm pretty sure the
this
Exxon
is
sells that,
disgusting.
dear.
I mean, that is.
Did you hear me?
What?
The Exxon, I believe, sells the Yogi products.
Oh, that's good. They might actually sell it for a decent price then.
Well, it's going to be cheaper if we get it with no nicotine.
The RBA section also comes with this little guy right here that you see on top
My
here.
flavor profile is 90 weight. Yeah.
So the RBA section, which I'll show you on a bit here, screws into this so that you can put it into a 510 and actually, fire it. So yeah, this is even inside here. You got. I mean, come on, man.
What?
Okay.
Don't judge me.
That's terrible.
It's only at 75 watts. It's just got a lot of sweetener. I went between the granola and then something called marshmallow milk. So that's pretty much just vaping straight sweetener. So it's so good though.
Oh my gosh, look at this. I mean,
Damn!
oh man,
Hey, Al.
that's a lot of crusty stuff right there. A lot.
Are you judging me?
It's like I'm picking off ashes and stuff. I mean, I'm gonna do my best to get it cleaned off, but this is ridiculously bad. Ow, what's up? Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some serious, man, I don't even know. What juice are you gonna put in here? Granola. See, and you're gonna just destroy it all over again.
I'm
That's what's
trying to
gonna happen.
refrain from responding to this email right now because I'm not in the right frame of mind to tell this bitch about herself.
Okay. Oh, I got one battery that's going dead. All right. You know what?
All those batteries are
mute
dead in there.
myself. I'll be right back.
Hi, quiet Chris. How you doing? Yeah, he went on a little spending spree, so he's got fancy blue lights. They change colors back there behind him, and he got a stream deck. And no, he doesn't need to make self-cleaning coils. I have self-cleaning coils just by handing it off to him, and he re-wicks it and cleans it for me. But that is after 1 week. But you got to remember though, that's the only mod I vape. That's the Dolores. I want to, but that's very unprofessional. So it will be legal here as of July 1st. So possession is legal.
Okay.
Possession of anything under an ounce is legal, and you can grow 4 plants.
My mute button
Yes,
on
he's
the
bought lots of treats.
thing is not set to the right microphone, so I gotta fix
I
that.
got
But
treats though. Well, yeah, but it's a work email though, Dolores. So I've only got 200 and some of them.
see if that's the right one.
Yeah, I got. So my other coworker quit, so I'm just like completely and utterly overwhelmed. He saw it. I had to bring him in to help me yesterday because it's just ridiculous. It's craziness.
I see what it is now. It only mutes it on my main scene. I would have to add a mic button for every freaking scene I have, which would suck. So I'm not gonna fool with that as far as mute goes, but I'll mess with that later. Okay, I got most of the stuff off the coils, but I still need to clean your tank out because it looks like complete trash. That is
No,
bad.
no full
Look at
moon.
all
She
that.
quit to go work with her old manager, who she went to work with a couple months ago. Funny enough, when she was supposed to be on vacation, they found out she went to work for them, but she came back when the chick said she couldn't pay her because, she doesn't know what the hell she's doing. But yeah, no, she went to go work for her. She tried to take off with half of our staff, but it happened. I actually had 12 closings today, so I'm very tired. My brain. I stopped at Wendy's to get us dinner on the way home. Drove off with neither of our drinks, just left them behind. So yeah, it's diesel mixed with coal dust. It's so tasty though. I like really sweet, sugary juices, so I can't help it. I might think differently if I had to rewick my own shit. I don't, so it gives him something to do. I gotta keep him busy. What'd you say that would require shipping? What'd you say, Wally? Oh yeah, yeah. hmm No, it'll be next Friday again. They said you're still muted. I can hear you. I can hear him. That's weird. Well, now I can't hear you.
How about now? There we go.
I can hear you
Sorry.
now, but I don't know if they can.
I don't know why you
Fix
could
your
hear me,
shit.
but they couldn't. I'm not muted anymore, hopefully. Sorry. I don't know. The thing decided to mute when I left. It's like it knew. I don't know.
It's like he's gone. Ain't nobody need to hear him.
What I was saying is, yeah, I'm gonna end up re-wicking this, and then she's gonna tear it up within a week. So I mean, but at least she lasts 1 week before she destroys the coils completely. So we're just gonna take some Muji cotton and put in there. I'm gonna show y'all that Ursa deck here pretty soon too. Even though I literally just built that, but it's so easy to do. Who cares? I can do it a million times.
Demon said, "See, I said at the beginning, Scuba gonna break shit."
Yeah, I'm trying to break
That's
stuff.
what he do.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, tell him about what you broke over the weekend or over the week.
Oh, well, that wasn't really my fault. But I mean, yeah, I had an old Apple iWatch, and the screen on it decided it was going to fall off, and I think it had some premature tears, and y'all can't even see what I'm doing. Some premature tears in the in the ribbon cable that goes from the screen to the watch itself. And the problem with that is, I was like, I'll just replace the battery because as far as I could tell, it looked like the screen still worked, even though I didn't really try and charge it up or anything. So I don't know for sure. So I bought a new battery for it. Then I went to go and change it, and then the thing just literally fell apart on me. And then I looked, and I'm like, oh, now the ribbon cable is definitely broken, so it ruined it. So I ended up just buying a new iWatch. So I'll have that next week, I do believe. Like this time I'm getting one with Sailor on it. The one I had was a Series 2. I mean, that's old as dirt.
I personally think he broke it on purpose just so he had an excuse to get a new. He even went and spent $18 on a repair kit just to go, look, I didn't break it on purpose. I was trying to fix it. Oops, now I need to buy a new watch.
I didn't log you out. You just have
Well,
to.
then how am I you? Because I don't know your login, so somebody had to do it. No, we got paid.
No, I didn't. Yeah, I got paid. So, yeah. There was a couple things I've been waiting around to get, and that was one of them. I mean, not really to watch, but why is this not going through there? I mean, it's giving me hell.
I just turned all that stuff off on mine, Chris, because I got tired of it telling me to breathe and sit down and stand up. And so, yeah, I just turned off all that. Yeah. Bright
Yeah.
dire thing, pace yourself.
Yeah, I agree. I told her, I was like, yeah, I'm done. I was just trying to get a couple things.
Well, I think he's got most of the stuff that he really wanted at
Yeah.
this point. And he bought me a new purse, so I'm cool. It's fancy. It's a nice purse.
Yeah, take notice,
Not
guys.
super fancy.
You always have to buy your
What?
woman, sir, something first before you get yourself something. Just saying. If you do that, you're all right. Because then they're worried. They look at their own thing and they don't look at what you get.
No, I saw
Scuba
what
cannot
you
hit
got
the
too.
hole. I mean, no, right, Mad Mock? I just hadn't had enough to drink yet. I literally just now poured a drink, so I'm like as sober as you can get right now. Once I've had a few drinks, then I can hit the hole just fine. All right.
It's like living with your mother again. Yeah. I just turned it all off.
Why is this not going through there? It's almost like the inside of your coil's got crust built up in there, and it just don't.
Did you
wanna
clean
go
the
through.
inside too?
I cleaned everything. It's just, I don't know what it is, but it's going to go through there in a minute. There we go. Can't grab it though. Get through there. There we go. See, on the RTA deck, I should say, like this, it's very simple to wick because you're just basically clipping your wick off right at the base of the atomizer. Now, like on the RBA deck for the Ursa, when I show you this one you do not cut that way. If you do it that, you're going to cut it too short, and you're going to have a lot of leaking issues. It's too big for the hole. Oh boy, here comes the jokes. All right, so I'm just going to put my scissors right up against the base of the RTA and snip, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side and the snip. And I'm going to need the juice that you want brought down here. These are not the sharp tweezers that I have sitting on your desk with the curve in them. I enjoy using those because they fluff this stuff out so much better.
Oh, you tell her, Rain. All right. See, I didn't need to get an attitude. She was like, the aggressive response is not needed. That was a lot nicer than what I was going to say. But yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Well, this is a seller settlement agent that's demanding our buyer's contact information and social security number. You don't fucking need that for any reason whatsoever. And her response was, I'm not going to go back and forth with either of you. If you don't provide the information, we won't close. Fine, we'll find another contract. Get stepping, bitch. But yeah, anyway.
Wow. Wow. Okay, then. Yeah, I'm just going to turn and do you a little flip with this, and it literally just put itself in here. I don't have to do really much any poking and prodding except making sure it's over on the edges. And then I kind of fluff this out to make sure it fills out the entire juice well right here, because if you have a hole right there, you're going to have a whole lot of leaking. That's what you're going to have.
I've never had that one leak, even when I wick it myself.
Well, that's because it's top airflow. But
Mhm.
you'll get a lot of gurgling and stuff. And if you don't get gurgling either, but that's because I've been building it. So I need the juice. The black cotton tastes better. You know, Richard, it is weird that it seems like the seasoned, not a seasoned vape, not to the point that she got it because, but usually like the second or third
It was
day,
a little
that's when it
overseasoned.
tastes best to me. Yeah, yours was
We need to make more juice
charcoal grill
tomorrow.
burnt.
I'm out of can only be one. Where is my bottle of can only be one? My big bottle.
This might be it sitting here on my desk, which literally you might have 20 mils left, if that.
Use that then.
Use it. Do you
Yes.
realize how low this is?
I don't feel like getting up and coming downstairs.
Okay,
So
fine.
yeah, use that.
We'll cannoli it. I
Well,
think
I gotta use it so I can empty the bottle so I can make
I
more, right?
assume this is cannoli, so
Mm-hmm.
what is that? Is that a brownie? No thanks, because your hands look really dirty. I'm good.
I would love to tell her to blow it out of her ass, Mount Mock, but
It's okay. I don't need a brownie. Thank you, though.
I'm quite sure this buyer wants to keep this contractor. He wouldn't have put one on this house, so I have to be nice for his sake.
All right. Now we're always going to burn this in. Man, do you have this set to really low watts or you got low
This is
batteries?
75 watts. The batteries are dead.
Well, that's why it's not firing. Yeah, 3%. Are you
Well, I
kidding
told
me?
you that earlier the batteries were dead because you said, wait, I got a really low battery here. And I said, yeah, they're both low. They're dead. How much juice do I go through in a week? I maybe 60 mil, maybe. Yes. No, you got your grubby paws on it. Thank you. You got your sister's dress on.
Yeah, I noticed the same thing. I was like, yeah, I don't
You
need any
used
of
hand
that.
sanitizer?
I
No, thank you. I don't want to have a brownie while I'm drinking alcohol, but I appreciate the thought. Thank you.
Okay, there we go. Now it should have power.
It's very handy, Michelle.
Much
You should
better.
get yourself a scuba. It's nice. They're expensive. And they eat a lot. They're hard to feed. It's
Stubborn
like
and
having an exotic animal.
there we go. That's what we want. Nice even
No, but he's
fire
still
from
a
both
dude and they like
coils.
to fiddle and stuff, right? You could
Well, yeah.
just say, you could offer to say you're going to pay somebody else to do it and say, because, I'd ask you, but you probably couldn't figure out how to do it. Hit him in his pride and then he'll rewick all your shit for you.
That ain't right.
It would work though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, just put a man up to a challenge and then it's going to get done
Yeah.
pretty much.
Just tell him he doesn't know how. That's all right. You can't figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Dire Thing? It just didn't sound any more appetizing after she said that. That's the most stressful part about my job, Mad Mock, is being nice to everybody when I don't want to be. It's very stressful.
Okay, I think that's it. I think it's full. And we're going to have to vape it and see if it vapes okay. Hate for you to get, the wrong taste on stuff. Where's your airflow at? There we go. Yeah, she had so much crust built up or bark on her coils, it was actually restrictive airflow, which is because it was that I was you couldn't even pull through it. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
It's because of how dirty it was.
See, anything over 3 milligram though gives me a headache after about an hour or two. because I chain vape. I can't help. I do. I chain vape. So, and I even catch myself doing it on this, which is not good at 50 milligram.
Mm.
It definitely cut the edge today though, because I was really stressed out yesterday. Today wasn't so bad because I did most of it yesterday, but I do have to go in the office tomorrow because I've got an insane amount of emails that I got to go through.
You could have retarded street with it.
Probably.
There you go, Demon Hunter. I think you're right.
Greased up some axles or something.
It was pretty rough. I mean, to say the least.
3 watts. Oh. You used to chain vape and then went into 20 milligram salts and learned not
Oh,
to. Yeah. Well, I only bought this as an emergency backup for the times when someone unplugs my charger and I go to work with sets of dead batteries. So this is,
well,
but this has been in my purse. I've only charged this once. I charged it when I bought it, and it's still at, what does that say? 60% battery life.
wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's because it's 50 milligram. And the deceiving thing about Nick salts is it's smooth, but yet you're still getting the hit from the Nick, and it's like,
It's not
whoa.
smooth to me. Not at 50 milligrams. Still
If it's
makes me
not
cough.
smooth, to me it's smooth. I mean, if I tried to vape 50 milligrams in
Yeah,
regular
but you got to think even the
juice,
difference between 3 and 6. There's a throat hit that 6 has that 3 does not.
yeah,
So
exactly.
I don't do the throat hit. I like the heat, not the throat hit. So that makes me cough.
This is not bad. It's actually vaping pretty good now. But when I go to change the stuff in my Ursa, what am I going to vape? I guess I could vape on this reset or restart.
I don't know. You
Whatever
only
the
got
hell.
like 50,000 mods down there, right? What are you going to vape on? I forgot I had this one right here.
Some was turned off for some reason. Yeah, I got this one, but it's literally about out of juice. That does not taste right.
Well, he rebuilt this one for me last week too, so
Yeah.
I can vape on this. So
Yes, he bring back Munchkin's mod. I can do that, Dolores.
See, I don't. It wouldn't be good for business if I started choking people.
Oh, you
yeah,
can't
I
vape
can
at
vape at
work.
work. I
Oh,
chain
yeah.
vape all day long.
Yeah.
When he came to work with me yesterday, we made it a little too hazy, so we had to open the window.
Yeah, her coworker was like, "It's too hazy in here." I was like, "Oh crap, I better stop
No, that's
vaping
not
next
what
time."
she said. She came and said, "Guys, it's a little hazy in here."
Yeah.
She doesn't
So,
whine. She's from Jersey.
yeah, yeah, 3. I wish I could do 3, Michelle. I've tried it.
No, he's not allowed. He turns into a bitch.
I do. I turn into a really grouchy scuba on 3.
No, not grouchy, bitchy.
Well, I mean, I would have to go. I would literally have to start like doing 5 and then 4. I just can't jump from 6 to 3. It just won't work.
Well, if 6 works for you, there's no reason to reduce it. It's not. I
Right.
mean, you know.
Well, a lot of people have went from 12 down to 6, down to 3, even to 0. I don't know how they did down to 0, but they did. So, yeah. Oh, you get headaches higher than 3 milligram. Well,
Yeah, that's what the nicotine gives me a headache. I can go with no nicotine for a while. I got some key lime pie from Hat Trick and was vaping that for like 3 days before I realized it was 0 milligram because the bitchiness came on slowly, but it was definitely there. But for me, I don't think it's more of the action of the vaping than the nicotine that keeps me calm.
Well, these are all green, so I guess I can pull them out and put these batteries, your dead ones, in here because they're dead.
Thank you.
Got so many batteries, I don't know what to do. All right, those are charging. I guess what I'm gonna do next is take this Ursa apart and rebuild it because it's pretty easy.
I wouldn't say it's strange, but I think that's why I chain vape this, because there's no heat associated with it, so I'm not getting that feeling of that nice deep inhale.
Well, do I have
Yeah.
to? I'm not going to take it. I'll take it like apart, but not.
I
I'm
don't
going to
know what
use
you
the same
do.
coil. I mean, it's literally only what, a day old, maybe 2 days old.
Then why are you taking it apart? Oh,
Just
is that
so
the
I-
rebuildable one?
Yeah, this is the rebuildable one. So, I mean, there's a couple ways you can take this. You can either unscrew this from this section, but to be honest with you, it's kind of hard to turn while it's on there, so easier to just to push the buttons and pop this off. And then this unscrews really easy after that, really easy. So you can see this thing is dry because it doesn't leak. Very important. You don't want leaky. Leaky is
DeMillan.
bad. And if you look at the
DeMillan, it's practically impossible to make this thing leak.
so you got this little 510 connector that you can screw on the bottom here so that you can fire the coils. But it also will help a little bit popping this thing out of here, even though it actually comes out really easy. So you can see I have wick all along the side of here because I did not want the you see some moisture? Where? Oh, I see some on this bottom ring. There is a little bit. There is a little bit of moisture there. You gotta keep it moist. You gotta keep it moist. So let's just screw this down here, even though like you don't have, this is only to check it with a 510, but it also makes it easier to build on. So I just keep that on there to screw this down. Boom. So this is the RBA section. You can see in there it's just a little single coiler. Really easy to build though. And this top ring actually unscrews. If I can get a hold of it. There we go. This top ring unscrews right here. Trying to do this where you can see it good. And that's it. That's the whole ball of wax right there. This literally, I can pull out of here. It's a shame because that wick is not even like 3 hours old probably. Now, as far as the build deck goes, we can go down that route too if y'all want. It just has two flathead screws. One's on this side and one's on this side to hold your post in. That's it. Very, very simple build deck, which I wish they would have done that on the drag, but they did not. Something like this would have been perfect for that. Perfect. Let me see if I can get this out of here without too much problems here. Just unscrew this one and unscrew this one. I want y'all to be able to see this build deck. I can't see if I'm hitting the hole there. There we go. Unscrewed. There. Build deck off. Let me clean this up a little bit so you can see it better. It's just a postless build deck. Really, really simple. But see, it's got nice large holes. I like that. So your coils can actually, be thick. But you're only going to put a single coil in there. I would not try to put any kind of dual anything in there. But these sides right here, this is where your wick goes. This giant channel on either side. So there's no like channel that has a ring around it, so oh, this is how much cotton. Yeah, it's a great design, DeMille, and I like the way they did this. Very very efficient. I think I used my coily tool and I cut this to 4mm. If y'all are trying to copy that, so yeah, 4mm. I'll just set that back down in there. And then flathead screws, so they're not hard to deal with at all. Besides me being able to see it, I can't see that screw. It's so far away. Okay, that's screwed down. That twisted my coil a little bit.
The cats are having a meeting in the hallway.
Screw that one down. And that's tight. Now let's straighten this back up. That's her. That's it. She's done. Look at that. Very, very simple to build on. It's actually too low, which I can lift that up. That's why I did it 4mm, so I could play around with the height a little bit on there. Yeah, you just wanted a little bit off that airflow so air can get around it. That's it. As far as the cotton goes, let me show y'all what comes in this thing. I forgot. Besides the 510 adapter, you do get a couple of coils, some spare grub screws. The actual coil comes in one of these push open dealy thingamajiggers. What do you call them? Punch out deals. So you get these little shoestring wicks that you can just slide right through the coil and boom, it's done. So this is the coil, one of the coils that actually came with it. There's another one right there. They're fuse Claptons. Just a simple fuse Clapton, some extra O-rings, and then, like I said, there's grub screws down in here too somewhere. There we go. I think there's 4 of them all together, but who knows where my 4th one is. Maybe there's only 3. I don't know. I may have dropped one, to be honest with you, because I didn't know there was grub screws in there when I took it out, and they went everywhere. I was like, oh crap, grub screws. Let's get a piece of cotton here. So as far as the width of the cotton goes, is this a 2.5 or 3? That's almost 3mm there, because it's fitting all the way up to the last ring on my screwdriver. So let's get about this much cotton. There, about that much cotton. I'm going to peel the edges off of this. Even better, if you are afraid of getting dry hits, or if you get a dry hit because you've put too much cotton in there. Oh, you got them in today. Nice, Mad Mock. Can't wait to see what you get built, man. Post some pictures and stuff. So, if you get too much, you could just make this a space coil, and be done with it. Now, see, if I was to cut this at the base, it would be a little too short. I mean, and now if you're going to lay it down and cut it, that would work great. Just so you know, what you want is your wick to line up with the bottom of this channel right here, right there, right above the green seal. That's where you want your wick to stop at. So if you can get it cut to where that's going to happen, which, yeah, you can just push this in, especially if you got fingernails or something, and kind of get a marking on it. I just kind of go by eyeball. I'm going to cut it right about there. And then if it's still not enough after I deep thread this thing, then I will cut some more off. I'd rather have too much than not enough, which I'm pretty sure this is going to be too much. But sometimes after you strip this thing out with the tweezers, you don't have enough, and then you got to start all over again. So you don't want to do that. Okay, let's see where this one's going to line up at. Yeah, that's too long. That is too long. So we're going to go back in there. We're going to cut some more of this off. That part right there at the bottom, see, you got to cut it straight or you'll get a bad angle. And let's do the same thing on this side right there. That is about even with the base, actually. What do you know? Let me do both sides. I'm just going to cut it even with the base, as I normally do. I thought that would be too short, but considering the way it's falling into place, that's perfect. So, and we're just going to take some Miller nuts and throw this on here. This is so I can make sure. Now, the good thing about this top ring is it'll actually push your wick down into place. But before I do that, I always make sure that my wick's going to go into the right spot. I don't like having just that push it down in there. I like keeping it thick over here though, because if you have any gaps, what'll happen is you're going to get a lot of leaking, and you don't want leaking. So that's pretty much it. So all you have to do at this point is screw this top back down on here, and it's literally the top's going to push the wick the rest of the way down, and you're done. And you can go around and double check that your wick is covering up this entire section on both sides. Boom, boom, boom. Nice and compact on each side right there so I don't have any leaking going on. And then we can take this thing off and fire it on a mod. Or actually put it in the tank, either one. But hers is set a little too high right now. I can turn this one down, actually. Let's do that. Let's go to 45 watts. I've been, for some reason, on all these pods, no matter what ohm coil I end up having, which this is a 0.27, I like it at 45 watts. There we go. It's firing just fine. That's all we needed. That's definitely nilla nuts, and now I got it screwing out of there, so I'm just going to leave. I'm going to go with that. Take this whole deal, pop it back down in there like that. It's simple as that. I mean, I love the RBA section for this. Couldn't get any easier. Take this piece, screw it back down on the base, on your airflow control base, which they sell these separately. You can actually buy more air bases if you want. This is the hardest part, holding these two buttons in and pushing this all the way down, and it's on now. Not coming off. We're good to go. Yeah, it's a new atomizer. There we go. See, 45 watts. That's what I've been vaping this at. So let's go back to the main camera. Easy, easy. Yeah, that. Tastes even fresher. It tastes even fresher than what it did a few minutes ago. Which means it's going to have to break that cotton in again. Still, I mean, for it being a pod like that, excellent flavor, man. I can't fault the thing. Really can't. Looks like I need a little. Well, it's about half a tank full right now. I need to put some more juice in here. I don't look forward to putting juice in there because I got that giant bottle with this little hole in the side to fill it with, but that's all I got. Let's see if we can change the color of the light up here. There's red and green and blue and purple or something like that. That's another color, and this is a
red
light.
looks creepy.
The red looks creepy. That's a light blue. There's another green. There's a different blue, and then the darkest blue. There you go. Besides, I mean, I can turn the light brighter, but brighter is too much. So I like turning it down one. Those are 45 watt. There's some 15 watt LED lights, and then there's some 45 watt. I got the 45 watt ones.
Evil baby chickens.
They actually go.
Creed.
They got 100 watt ones too. But Creed, what's up? The 100 watt ones, that's just too much. I ain't trying to, I just wanted some little accent lights.
You just didn't feel like re-rigging all the lights inside your little twirly thing.
Well,
I don't blame you.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
have.
royal pain in the ass.
You know why? Because my arms don't fit in between those holes really
Mhm.
easy. And if I can just get this battery door to stay, this thing would be awesome. Yeah, I have a LED strip inside this tower here, but it's all fallen down to the bottom now. It's lit up now, but it's at the very bottom. So I used to have lights going. I mean, some of the older videos you can probably see, especially at the old house, you could see the lights going all through it. There's still a strip actually running right here. That's the only one that's still stuck for some reason. I guess I could get some strong glue and just go at it, but every time I try to work on it, it cuts my arms up because my arms are so big when I slide them through that plastic. And I'd have to yank out the whole pieces to be able to do it, and it's too much trouble. Can't even. There you go, darn thing. Can't find them anywhere, man. Story of my life. If the battery door sucks, the mod sucks. John Q, I wish I could say yeah. I told them at Lost Vape. Now, whether or not they take my advice and decide to change the threads on the battery door, and maybe they'll make a Ursa Vape 2 or something with a better battery door. If they did that, man, I'd love this mod. Vape's great. It's just the battery door, man. The threads on it were made way too thin. I did check some of the older SX mods. They have a different type battery door altogether. I don't think it would work on this. It also has small threads, but it doesn't have the little thumb screw dealy. So you would have to take a screwdriver and spin it to like the old SX M classes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It has a similar battery door, but it's different. Do I find myself using the trilogy? Chris, as far as that goes, I do like the trilogy. I think the flavor's better on the trilogy, but yeah, I use the fatality more just because it's easier to wick and take apart and clean and everything like that. And the trilogy, after a few days, if your wicks sag, especially if they touch those walls where the wicking is, you're going to get leaks down in the center and it's going to get all over your mod.
Nobody
Yeah,
likes a saggy wick.
I think the downfall of the trilogy is those. Yeah, I really want to just take a Dremel tool and Dremel out those little walls where the wick hangs so that it can't touch, which creates a channel for your juice to drop right down the center. If that wasn't there, then it'd be great. It's still not as easy to take apart as the fatality is, though. It's the fatality wins for ease of build and stuff, and I really don't know why. For most reviewers, they're like, it's okay.
Because it was expensive.
They just, it was either that or it's because they weren't sponsored. You'd be surprised. Money does a lot of things to some of these reviewers that say that they don't.
Well, I know they had them in Richmond because I was looking for a cheap mod I fucked something up, right? So, I can't remember what it was, but I was showing somebody the fatality at one of the booths, and they thought it was really, really cool. And then when I was wandering around, was it who makes your juice? Heisenberg, Innovate. Not the same company, but a company called Innovate that owns a shop had a booth there, and they had a bunch of fatalities. So I was talking to him about it, and he said that nobody really knows what they are. And then when I went back a couple hours later, he said, I guess they figured it out because they'd sold out.
Yeah, maybe they went and watched a review or two or something, or word of mouth. If somebody they know had one and they got to try it, then they'd be like, oh yeah, because it's just
Because I think they were selling them at the show for like 115.
wow. Yeah, I think even on QP designs they were like 75. They released a 40 millimeter. You mean they released a 40 millimeter trilogy? I have not seen a 40 millimeter fatality. The 40 millimeter trilogy I saw for like $99, which is ridiculous. I'm not buying that thing. I mean, yeah, hey, it's another trilogy. I'm sure it'd be great flavor, but well, good night, timekeeper. You leaving early? Um, I'm sure it'd be great flavor, but it's so big of a tank. I think it's gonna lose flavor. It's okay. I thought that's what you meant, the trilogy. Yeah, I could see it having good flavor, but not as good as the smaller tank. Just because when you get tanks that big, you're gonna get your airflow is gonna be further and further away from the coil, and you're gonna lose that extra twang you get, the extra little bit of flavor you're getting because of small and wide, like the trilogy is. So the big one could be still small and wide, but big and wide. I think they're still going to have to go up higher with it, and every little bit they got to go higher is going to take away flavor. They could make it really wide, but the height is the main thing. And the width screws everybody because of the size mods that we run. That you can't unless you make like this oblong flat one that goes really far across but low down, which would work great on a mod that's has a centered 510 and you can make it really far this way to hold a lot of juice. That would work great. I mean, if I made a tank like that, I'd be like, well, this only works on such and such mods good, and everything else it sucks on. It would make it a niche market, but it would work really. You'd have a lot of juice capacity and still have Oh,
No,
okay.
just gonna watch it on the big screen. Oh
There you
boy.
go. It would still give you great flavor. This door is gonna be the death of me before the new ones get here. It ain't even left China yet, so
Well, Mount Baker was predominantly an online thing, weren't they?
yeah. Mount Baker was at a lot of vape shows though. When vape shows just started getting to be, Mount Baker was there. They were giving out juice for like pennies. I mean, it was, or just giving it out basically. I remember them specifically. Matter of fact, one of the shows I went to, I remember they were the very far left booth in the corner. The first booth you come to, all the way in the corner. Um, let's see what Dolores has got. QP Designs. I do know for the people that are interested. Oh, the Violator, yeah, and it's sold out too. They're supposed to be coming out with another version of the Violator here pretty soon, but I'm trying not to spend any more money right now.
No, I don't think Mount Baker actually sold flavoring. I think they were just all juice.
The collectors out there, like Richard, and for those of y'all that like squid bait and the double barrel, if you go to, is it squidking.us, I think is it?
I don't remember.
Squidking.us. I'm going to try that right now. Yes, I'm 21 or older, and then you hit shop all, and you're going to see the double barrel V4, and you have to log in to get pricing, which I can tell you, it's $100. It's pre-order. He's not going to have them till probably, I don't know, May or June, but he's only going to make 300 of them, and that's it. So it's like if you want one of those new double barrel V4s, they're $100. Eric himself is having these made, and they look cool. They're going. It's still dual 18650. For those of the wondering, it's not dual 21700. It's dual 18650, and it goes up to 200 watts. And it has a little bit different of a design compared to the double barrel V3. It has more of a. It's still got the dual barrels, but at the bottom it's kind of squared off. It's got kind of a squarish pattern. Oh, you say June, Richard? Yeah, I wasn't sure what Eric was saying, whether it was June or May, but okay. But yeah, I mean, if he's only making 300 of them, those are going to be collector's items.
I mean, he might just be doing a first batch of 300. I mean, because he doesn't have his website out there anymore, so he probably doesn't want to make too many and have none
Wow,
sell.
Lurden. It only took 58 days. Oh, man, they sent that on the real slow boat from China right there. Well, I mean,
58 days, that's less than 2 months, though, so,
I mean, the good thing is you paid less money than the days that it's going to take to get to you. $37 for anything with a Yeehee chip in it is pretty good. I mean, the only other mod that I know had a Yeehee chip in there that was that cheap was the Eclipse. Remember the Eclipse? I still have a couple of the Eclipse mods. I got my Eclipse the day that we had the Total Eclipse, which I've told that story many times. But yeah, when I was in Georgia and we had the big Total Eclipse, that's when my mod arrived. I guess about 3 hours before the Total Eclipse. It came in the mailbox. I was like, wow, I'm getting the Eclipse, and we're going to have an Eclipse today. And that's when I went and filmed that Mavic when it turned really dark outside. It was pretty cool. You think you got stuck on the boat behind the one that got stuck? There you go. It's possible.
Yeah, because that boat's still there. They're not giving it up until they pay the cost it took to remove it.
See, and that's another thing. I've been worried about ordering the battery doors that are coming from China. I couldn't help that, so obviously it's going to take me forever to get those. Fine, I understand, but I've been not ordering stuff from China just for that reason because I know that it may take a while to get here. So I've been like holding out. I'm like, no, I'm not going to get anything from there because I don't feel like waiting forever to get it. But you know, now there's still other companies that are like, hey, we're still shipping until the 26th. So y'all got 3 days before. Well, I think it's e-cig he's going to stop.
Mm.
Um, they're in Oh, Mad Mock. I'm glad you brought that up. I got all right. Whoever gave me the link for the new company that used to be another company, well, Wire Optum is the company I'm talking about now. I got to give them shout out because I was like, what? The wire's actually upstairs. I got two 500-foot rolls of 36 gauge Canthal, and I was thinking, oh, it's going to take a while to get here. I paid for priority shipping, right? The $8 USPS priority shipping. Within 5 minutes, I already had a tracking number. And I didn't just have a tracking number, it was a FedEx 2-day tracking number. And I had
And you
my
got it in
wire.
one day.
Yeah, and I got the wire like the next day. I was like, what the hell? Not, was
Hey,
it two
Cheech.
days? Well, I ordered it midday, and then like the next day, and then the day after that, it came really early on the FedEx truck. I was like, what? I was like, wow. Heartland's taking on a new name? Yeah, Slappy, I think it's going to be hard to keep up with all the name changing that's going to
Hmm.
happen. Especially if any of these companies have the word vape in their name, they're probably going to change it just so they
Yeah, they
can try to
won't
beat the
anymore. Yeah.
system. So I don't know. You have a case full of wire. See, I got lots of wire, Richard, but I blow through 36 gauge. I blow through that stuff. That's it, Dolores. And make sure you use code LV15. That gives you 15% off. Their wire's already not expensive. But I needed some 36 gauge, and Kidney Punchers still don't know about their place, about their shipping yet. But I was way impressed by the shipping over at Lightning Vapes. Oh, oops, I mean Wire Optum. Oops. So Higgy's changed their name. Higgy's? Oh, what do they call it now?
Just
Higgy.
Higgies, I think.
Hmm. Oh, okay. Yeah, they are in Florida, darn thing. That's right. So I was like, wow, man. If I was in Georgia, obviously I get it really fast. But yeah, from Florida to Virginia, man, I had that stuff so fast. So if I order some more wire, which I may do, I'm gonna get some more from him because I was really impressed by the packaging and how fast it got here. I didn't pay for FedEx 2-day shipping, but he shipped it FedEx 2-day. I'm sure he don't know who I was. Not that
Well, I
my
mean,
name
hey,
has
if you
any
got the right
pull.
kind of corporate account on FedEx, it might be cheaper to ship it FedEx 2-day than USPS if it fits its ships box.
Yeah, and I didn't have to sign
Because
for
they
it or
send it
anything.
in a document envelope, which I know for us, I can overnight documents to Florida for like $7. So,
Yeah, it wasn't that heavy either. I mean, it's just wire, especially
well,
36
no, when
gauge.
whatever goes in those document envelopes, whatever
I
fits
have
in
not
there, and
used
same
any of it
price.
yet. Well, I used it before Dire Thing under the old company name. I have used it before. So I will be making some wire using that wire probably on the next show. I'll probably make some wire just so that we can see how well it works, if it breaks down too quick or anything like that, y'all know just as soon as I will. Um, it still says piggy6.com as far as I see.
Hmm.
This almost tastes like I'm getting a dry hit. And I did not put too much cotton in there. It was vaping fine before, so maybe I'm losing my mind.
Maybe.
I don't think I put too much cotton. Ah, it's okay. I'm just losing my mind.
It's possible.
Yeah,
Either way.
dig the Stream Deck though. I'm not paying the ridiculous price that Elgato wants for their key lights though. That's ridiculous. And then if you go on that route, then you got to get a special camera. You got to get like a DSLR camera and all that stuff. I'm not doing all that. I mean, then I would have to start editing videos and doing 5-minute reviews and or 10-minute reviews or 20-minute reviews. Oh, too much work.
Yeah, it's made me tired just thinking about it.
What other sounds did I not play? I don't even know what that one is. Oh, I know what that is. Never mind. You know, I got oh, so if it takes me too long to build something, I can play this.
2,000 years later.
And I know you
That's
couldn't.
not the right one. That should say like 9 hours later.
No, 2,000 years later. I like that better. 2,000 years later. Yeah, some of these I'm scared to play. It's like, I don't know. Let's see, I got this one.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
See what happens.
Then we got.
Silence! I kill you.
Oh, here's the one that I'll get demonetized for, which I'm not monetized anyway.
Cause it's Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got shit to do.
There you go.
I couldn't hear it. What does it say?
Because it's Friday. You ain't got no job.
Oh,
You got shit to do. Or bro.
Bruh.
Bruh. Bruh. Already did the nasty one. I got a ka-ching one. Oh, I forgot this one.
No, 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 no!
There we go. Cleveland.
I can't hear them. What one was that one?
That was Cleveland. He just says,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no, 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 no. Well, I guess I could have done that in a Cleveland voice. Hell, I was wondering, I was like, should I even do my own voice or use the ones from the net? You know, it's like, I could do it either way, but. Oh my goodness. So now it's a hurry up and wait game. I do recommend though, if you own a Ursa, to get the RBA pod. You will be definitely digging that thing. I can't wait to try
enjoy it while
something
you're
else on it.
chasing your battery door all around the floor. He came up to me earlier and was so excited that he thought he fixed it and was like, "It's holding up pretty good," and smacked it against his hand. Battery door went flying.
That was terrible. You know,
It
it's
is
weird because I can take the battery off and I can screw the door down all the way and it's tight. You're loving your new RDA. What kind of RDA did you get, Slappy? As long as you're loving it, that's the only thing that matters. RDAs, you know, I got RDAs. I got the RDA on the rig right here, which still should be vaping good. Oh, wow, that flavor is strong on that juice.
What?
Oh, the mongrel with the glass cap. You know, and I don't know if it's just me. And Slappy, you can correct me if I'm wrong about this. It seems like any RDA that I have, because I have other RDAs that have glass caps on there like that. It has tri-shorter battery. Maybe an 18650 might work, Creed, with the adapter. I could try that. That's about the only way I could probably get away with it. It's obviously going to die quicker, but I got lots of 18650s. The Ursa box, I don't know if it's down here or upstairs, but that's where the adapter is. I think it's upstairs. Do you have the Ursa box?
Where would the Ursa box be?
Um,
Oh, no.
Somewhere by your desk. Either that or on the dresser there.
It's headphones. It's
Wait, I got it. Ursa box.
okay.
I'm pretty sure this is got the adapter.
Boots was just in here skulking around.
There you go, Chris. Exactly. I feel the same way. I think that the glass RDAs have just a sharper flavor taste to them. I can't explain it. It's just got a little sharp kick to it. There's the little adapter, which I've never even tried. We're going to see now if that'll get past my battery door issue because I'm literally at my ends rope with this thing until I can go with
You're at your what?
sorry.
Bless you. Your ends rope.
I can go with a little less battery power for a little while until I get the new deal in. I'm gonna let y'all see at the same time if I can find a decent 18650. There we go. All right, let's go back to the build cam and see what happens. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. Build cam. All right, I clicked it. I don't know why it's oh, I'm already on the build cam, but it's not showing me that way. I'm looking at the wrong screen. Look, the battery door just popped off. They go, hey, guess what? Battery door is popping off. All right.
Just wanted to remind you that it's
wow, that's a
still
lot
fucked up.
that's a lot of space. I wonder if that is down any further. It has to be. It has to be 2 millimeters deeper. Okay, wait a minute. Let's get this where I can actually twist down because that might help me out. I have a hard time pulling that little lever up.
What, kitty? Did you get beat up by the big cat? Don't sharpen your claws on my chair. Stop that. Detach yourself.
Shit. It's not going to work.
Stop that.
I just popped this off too while I think I got it back on though. Not working. See, now watch. I'm going to take the battery all the way out. I'm going to show y'all. It's on. That's not coming out. But only when there's no battery at all in there.
What?
Yeah, it's on tight now, but you can't do it with a battery in there. And I've tried every freaking configuration, every deal I can think of, and I can push down as hard as I can so I can get it down as far as possible. Ooh, that's barely holding. I'm gonna leave it there and say that it's good, even though it'll probably pop back out. We're just gonna say that it's good. Oh, you bought a new mod. Oh boy, Slappy. I have not heard of that one. The Pulled V2. I have not heard of that one. If this makes it through the show without popping off, that'll be good. I got a 21700 to stay like this, which is what I was showing Munchkin. I was like, it's staying in pretty good, and then I whacked it, so I'm not gonna whack it. But normally with a 21700, I could just be like talking, it'll just shoot out, and I'm like, really? And I have to go find the freaking battery door. So I'm hoping that when they send these new battery doors, that fixes the problem. If it does, I'll have a spare one when somebody else breaks theirs. But I probably should keep both of them because I don't want to wait another month to get another one. But there. Yeah, that's vaping great. Shoot, I got no problem with that. It's a Tony B. Vandy thing, Squonky. Will you
the other thing wants to know what 2700s you're using. 21700.
I've tried the one that I had in there when it messed up was a Galiki 21700. I'm mainly using right now either the Molicels or the Sanyo or Samsung. I can't remember what. Are these Sanyo or Samsung?
I don't know.
Can't remember. But the Molicels I have a few of also, which I actually don't know where the Molicels are, and those are my best batteries. Those are Samsung.
You can't have the kitty cat.
Okay. I have Molicels too. I don't know why I have so many of the other kind. What other mods do I have that use 21700s? Because something is stealing my 21700s right now.
Well, you got 2 purple ones up here.
Wait, let me check the Cold Steel. Nope, this has an Emran battery in there. That's a crap battery right there. That's definitely not it. The purple ones are not it. They look gray. The Molicels are gray. that big black mech mod. Oh, like this. This is what the Mala cells were in, and it's empty now, so that's not where it is.
I don't know where they are then. The only ones I see up here are the purple ones.
I'm trying to think of what else I've been using that have 21700s in it. What other mod did I use that has
I don't know.
21700s? Oh, come
Frank's
on.
already overweight. He doesn't need to eat cats.
The drag uses 18650s. It's not that. Where could my Mala cells be?
I don't know.
They're not, yeah, because they're not on the charger. They're not next to the charger. They're not up on top. There are only Samsungs up there.
I mean, they could be on this desk tucked back somewhere. I don't know. I'll look.
The Evdillo. Ah, thank you, Wit. I think that's where they're at. Do you see my Evdillo on the desk behind you? I bet you that's where it is. That my blue Evdillo. Wit, you're the man because that's exactly where they
Where the
are. I
hell's
can
all this
almost
shit on the
guarantee
floor
it.
next
What's up,
to the bed?
Jazzy?
You just cleaned and you got shit everywhere again. Bad scuba.
Bad scuba? I didn't
Bad
try to.
scuba. Get the battery door open on this thing.
They have 1mm variants. Yeah, well, darn thing, it worked perfect at first with all the batteries. That Galisi, I think, was a little bit thicker, so when I tried to do it with that, you know, it screwed up. So if you pop that cover off, you should see
I'm
two.
trying. How the hell do you get it off?
Don't break my mod.
You come get your shit. Bring me my mod.
All
While you're
right.
at it.
All right.
I can't figure out how to get. I don't want to break my nails. Well, I see it, but it's not like sliding. But because I don't want to break my nails, so I don't know if I'm pulling it hard enough. Thank you, dear. Now show me how you do that.
Push this down.
Okay, I wasn't pushing hard enough. Shoot the zipper down. Zip your zipper up. Flashing everybody. Right, Slappy? Everyone's gonna have to find somewhere to go to figure out where to get their shit.
All right, here we go. Moment of truth. Let's see if this is where the Mala cells are. Yes. That is where the Mala cells are. Okay. Whoop.
Well, I'm glad y'all remember where the hell his batteries are, because he sure as hell doesn't.
Yeah, I can't remember. I can't remember.
What? Why you got that crazed look on your face? Are you gonna start attacking the ceiling fan again, you weirdo?
Dips on all Richard stuff. You are so bad. Where did I just put
She's
the mod
yelling at the ceiling fan.
Smokey? Yeah.
Yes.
Smokey does not like the ceiling fan. Yeah, I love my Evdillo though. So that's why it has the Mala cells in there. You know, now that I got another mod that takes 21700s, I'm gonna have to. I don't know. I'll put Samsungs in the Evdillo. If I can get this one to work right with the 21700s, the Mala cell ones, but see, that's the whole thing. I never used the Mala cells in there because they were in my Evdillo, so I've always used the other ones on it. This door is a pain in the butt to get back on without the batteries being in there. And Tetley been wanting me to stream some Fallout, so I'm gonna have to do that too. There we go. I got the battery door back on. Jesus.
Oh, it doesn't zoom over enough. To
You
where
bought
you can
Mike
see her
Babe's computer?
up on the top.
Wow, Jazzy. Nice. Tell them to send you that clock that's behind him with it, or no deal. There you go. Take his clock that shows his sub count. Just because I want him to be wishing he still had his clock. The fan must be stopped.
Yeah, she's sitting there yelling at it. She climbs up on the. He's got his robe hanging on the hanging on the bedpost, and she climbs up it and perches on the top.
Unicron, we're not doing the fans only thing, you know.
Mm-mm.
Oh, you went and got it. Wow. Okay, Jazzy, cool. I'm going to put in a mollicell, even though I got this battery fitting in there good, just because I got to try it. I got to try it. That was actually holding pretty well. The 1850. All right. Wow, I can already tell you that that thing is not enough slack.
No, it's not gonna fit.
Oh. Okay, this is one of those. It's gonna pop off. It's on there, but it's gonna pop off. And you can look. It's completely flush on there. It's gonna pop off though. It's just ping, it's gonna pop off. Out of the blue. It's got 77% power, which I knew I hadn't been using my Evdillo much, so turn the ceiling fan on. Yeah, the ceiling fan is going.
It's on.
It never stops.
She just gets in these weird moods where all of a sudden she'll just sit there and stare at it, but I've never heard her literally yell at it before.
That's a good deal, Jazzy. 1900 for a $4,000 CPU.
Hell yeah.
That means you can play games and stuff on that computer. So, Jazzy apparently now has a lot of free time. Because now he's got somebody to look after.
He's got help.
Yep. So, yeah. Jazzy might start doing shows or something now. Who knows? I'm glad you got some relief though, Jazzy. I know it's hard taking care of someone constantly. You know, you gotta bend your schedule around everything you want to get done just to make sure they're taken care of. So I know how hard that is. Good on you for being able to do it for all this time. And now getting a little break, which is awesome. $12 years. Yeah. See,
Yeah.
you're so used to it now. I bet you this is the thing, right? He's so used to it now that he don't want to leave the house. He's like,
right.
Well, I'm usually here anyway, so
like, now what?
What am I gonna do? 12 years, you get in kind of a habit of doing that, and it's like, now I don't know what to do. What am I gonna do?
Thank you, King Cobra. It was my dad's. He used it, I think, twice before he got sick and never actually slept in it. So it was brand new, pretty much.
Like a damn prison bed. It's a prison bed.
Prison bed.
What's a prison bed? Prison bed what?
He's talking about being.
Oh, the 12 years.
I wouldn't say trapped, but yeah.
12 years, yeah.
Being responsible for somebody else for 12 years, you know. And then when you don't have to anymore, you're like, now what?
BSIDB, I don't want to do that until I get the new doors in to see if it fixes the problem. If it does not fix the problem, what I'll probably end up doing is trying to get something to rethread the whole thing and to rethread the door and just go that route. Maybe with some you can't really buy a coil over for this thing, so I would have to do something to get, it's just a battery door, man. If it wasn't for the battery door, I love the mod. It's just the battery door is just real pain in my ass. The easiest method for me to get something done the fastest would be buy another one, but I'm not doing that. Not doing that. So they're not that expensive for a Lost Vape mod. They're not that expensive, like $69 or something. It's not bad. If I got another one, I'd probably get leather, even though I know leather and e-juice don't mix well together. I don't
Is
really
it
have
even
that
real
problem.
leather though?
Yeah,
No.
it's Lost Vape. They don't use plastic crap. So but yeah, the wood is real slippery. So did I mail the Pacifica? I haven't mailed the Pacifica. I need to mail the other stuff though. Now that I still have a little bit of money left, I saved that just on purpose so that I can mail stuff out. And I have everything
Well,
sitting
that's what you
upstairs.
can be doing tomorrow while I'm at work.
Yeah, I don't know why you're going to see. I wanted to help with that.
How do you need my help?
I'll bring up the spreadsheet so I know what goes
I
where and
will.
who to send it to, and then I'll take care of it.
I might be able to do what I need to do. I'm just going through my email. It's just easier to do that at work because I have two screens instead of trying to keep it on two
Really?
small
Then you
screens.
could just do that here.
I could, but that means you're gonna be watching TV above my
Oh,
head and it's loud.
King Cobra. Yeah, it's possible. It ain't like I got off the show and said, "Hey, Speed, send me that Ursa." So if he sends it, great. I never said anything to Speed. But yeah, that'd be great if he sent me his, because
No,
then I
you
wouldn't
have
have to
no
buy another one.
idea, John Q. It's constantly flying off in the car, just laying around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
John Q, this battery door has
Boots.
been the bane of my existence for the last 3 days. It pops off constantly in my pocket, in my hand. Every time I sit it down, the model pop up in the air because the door pops off. It's gotten on my last nerve. It really has. Even if I tape it, the door will still try to pop off, and it's like barely making connection, which is not good for the mod.
No, but
So
we
I don't.
need to because the small one decided she was going to wash the pollen off my car with butter. I don't even know why she had butter outside, but yeah, she greased my door handles and my mirrors with butter. So yes, I need to rinse the pollen and butter off my car. It was the strangest thing. I was like, what the hell's all over my car? So the girls were in the room the other day, right? Hallie was on the top bunk sleep. Hallie's the older one. So I walked in. I said, Lily, what's all over my car? And she just looked at me like a deer in the headlights. It was like, well, I wanted to get the pollen off your car. And I was like, well, okay, what is all over my car? And Hallie didn't even open her eyes or lift her head up. I just heard it's butter from the top bunk. And I'm like, what? Why'd you use butter? I mean, thank you for cleaning the pollen off my car, but the thought was nice. Execution, horrible. Please don't use butter. I don't even know why she had butter outside. Yeah, it was she, Paula Dean, car detailer. I think so. I don't know. I don't even know why she had butter outside to begin with. I have lots of questions that I'm probably never going to get the answers to. But yeah, the car door, and I can actually open it without getting butterfingers now. But not yet, King Cobra, because we have to make an appointment with the DMV. I didn't make the appointment last time because I didn't know if we would have the paperwork, and I didn't want to get to the DMV and not have what we needed and have to make another appointment. So now that he has, his name on a bank account and he's got bills coming in his name, we have that part so we can go to the DMV and get everything switched over.
I literally slid the mod over. I didn't even pick it up. I slid it over and the damn door popped off.
Yeah, well, it's just trying to make sure it's still there.
Oh, it makes, yeah. If the damn threads aren't stripped out that's in the mod, they soon will be at this rate. I'm literally having to screw this thing in and out every couple minutes, and it's ridiculous.
What's the deal with the slumlord? I mean, I wouldn't really say
Oh,
we have a slump. Oh, you're
I have to go to
landlord.
court. I have to go to court on the 5th of May, or a
I thought it
hearing.
was May 6th.
It may be May 6th. It's
We need to
5th
look
or
in.
6th of May. And I have to, what I got to do is submit a email saying that I want to do a webinar, if you will.
What'd you do with that paperwork?
It was right there by your monitor. I didn't really move it, so unless I moved it just to make it look cleaner, I wouldn't have moved it far.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
So yeah, they said as long as you notice them within don't do what, Jazzy? I don't have a choice. I got.
If he doesn't show up, it's an automatic judgment, and fuck that. No.
Yeah. They'll give him
We've
15 grand. I'm not going for
We've
that.
already responded with our answer where we've requested itemized receipts and invoices for the repairs, which he's not going to have, because I can guarantee you the work that he had done was done by buddies of his, and some of the stuff he's wanting done, like there was nothing wrong with the pool. We've got video evidence that the pool was in use the summer before, was not broken. The tenant is under no obligation to get the pool cleaned, filled, and ready for showings in April before they move out. It's not even pool season.
It wasn't even pool, right? It was still
yeah.
cold outside. Plus, I wasn't going to
Cutting the grass, not responsibility. The carpet, you lived there for 4 years. It wasn't new when you moved in. There's a certain amount of carpet is not meant to last forever. That's normal wear and tear. So, there are probably some things that, well, yeah, except for if he's got a receipt that says it cost $8,000 to recarpet the house. First of all, the judge has to decide that 8-year-old carpet is the responsibility of the tenant to replace. And if I can show multiple, what's the word I'm looking for here? Multiple proposals for carpet that are less than what he's saying, then that's not my fault you were overcharged. So
yeah,
I'm going to be there. So he's not getting $15,000. He can kiss our white ass. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's a pain in the butt. That landlord's always been that way, though. And just to give you an idea of what he's like, I try to be a good tenant and go, hey, the ceiling's leaking. Never fixed it. And then when the water heater went out, I was like, hey, dude, the water heater's out. I need hot water. What am I going to do? So I waited, what was it, a day or two? And then he goes, can you find somebody? So I had to call a plumber that I knew to come install a water heater, which did it at a much cheaper rate because I knew him. And the landlord paid him, to do the water heater, but then raised my rent by $50 a month. What the hell? I'm already getting him a great deal on having the water heater installed. So then he raises my rent by $50 a month? What the hell, man? Every time something needed fixed. The garage door. When the garage door broke, which literally happened within the first 3 months of me moving in there, he had somebody come out and fix it. Rent went up $25 a month after the garage door. Then it was that 50, and then when the water pipe busted, the main water pipe, which he paid for the repair, he didn't help me with the water bill, which was 22,000 gallons of water, which was like $600 or $700 water bill. I had to pay that, and then he raised the rent another $25 there. It's like, daggum, man. Oh, Tetley, you have no idea. He was all about making the dollars, man.
Yeah, and even if the carpet needed to be replaced, like you said, it should at least be prorated. And there's no countersuit because he's not out any money, but you have to have damages to file a countersuit. But no, they're not responsible. Depends on where you're at, Jazzy. Not in the house. The
Yeah.
the
Yeah, they're
water
not.
bill, the electric, that's usage for the
Yeah,
tenant.
I had to pay,
Um,
and I had to pay to have the septic tank cleaned, which he didn't do. That should come. That should also be included in that freaking
well,
thing.
and the fact that he still got your security deposit. But yeah, so the carpet, nowhere or no one is a tenant is not responsible for replacing the carpet with top of the line plush bullshit. That's not going to happen. And
Yeah.
I can get quotes. We've got the address. I need you to go by there and tell me what you would charge to trim those bushes. You know, here's your quote.
They didn't
How
trim the
much did he
bushes.
pay? Not my
They
problem.
removed them all. After I moved out, they took them all down. So
that's completely different. Yeah,
yeah,
it's not.
I had nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
He wants to chop the bushes
You're not
down. That's on him.
responsible for redoing the entire house so he can put it up for rent again. That's not how it works.
No, for sale. It's probably sold now at a much cheaper price than what he tried to sell it for.
And like you have a text where he messaged you and said that, hey, y'all left some stuff in the attic. Do you still want it? So
Yeah.
maybe to pay somebody to take that stuff out and throw it away, but take that out of the security deposit.
Bush trimming, then removal. No, I don't think they trimmed them, then removed them. I think they just removed them. The bushes were getting kind of big, especially on the corners of the house, but it ain't like I let them get out of control. They were a little high, but it was wintertime. It wasn't even warm enough to be going outside.
Well, they were a little bit more than a little high, but I mean, still.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Trimming the bushes is trimming the bushes. It's not, I think this guy, I don't know that he's necessarily a slumlord or a money grubbing son of a bitch. I don't think he is a professional landlord, and probably has heard one too many stories of, well, when you rent out the house, you don't have to pay for anything. The tenant covers all of that. The rent should cover everything you need done to the property. So yeah, that he is trying to do that. He's trying to upgrade on his dime. And I'm sure he's thinking that Steve probably wouldn't fight back. But the good thing is he doesn't have an attorney either. So
yeah, and
he doesn't
speak
English. So.
He doesn't speak English. He always has to have his property management, which the property manager I can't believe the property manager
property
sent
management
me,
isn't even a company. It's just some random dude.
And then he was like, I think the landlord likes you. You've always been a great tenant, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, yeah. And then he goes, you still have stuff in the attic. Do you want it? And I say, no, you can throw it away. And then all he asked me after that was, who's the water bill through? Gwinnett or Walton County? I said, it's Gwinnett County. That was the last text I got before I got.
And you still have all of the texts.
Yeah, I have those texts. Yeah. I don't have the other text from the other weird phone. I don't know the number. It came from a weird number.
Well, that's because he didn't have a property manager. But you could always just swipe down and search keywords and have that would pop up in the text.
Yeah, like
when they were when they wanted to show the house for sale. Well, everything was fine then. So, yeah.
Let me see if I ever sent a message that had the word roof in there. No. I don't know. Garage. I know I did. I know I told him about the garage. See, this is a different phone. I don't know if it's on this phone. It should have moved over my text, though.
As long as you kept the same phone number, yeah.
He may have done that on a phone call and not through text, which is not good.
I don't know.
I should have.
Well, the simple fact that you didn't have one main person to contact if something went wrong with the property either is a problem. But
yeah. Well, they changed property managers like halfway through my stay. He said, I got
they weren't property managers. It was a friend of his.
Yeah.
I'll pay you to send somebody out there to prop up the fence with the board.
Oh my God. Yeah, the fence broke and they sent somebody out there and they propped the fence up with boards.
Yeah, there, it's fixed.
That was from a storm. You know, the storm came, blew the fence down. Um, then he tried to repair some boards that were on the deck, and they came out there, literally cut out a little piece and put one new board in there. The rest of the damn deck looked like garbage. It's like, wow, dude, really? And he did a crappy job because the boards were sticking out from the edge. So when you was coming up the steps, you would hit the board because it was sticking out too far. But I mean, but this guy, I guess, was one of them jack of all trades, but master of none. Yeah, that's what he was. So he jacked it all
An
up.
unhandy man.
We'll just have to see how it goes. I'm not even going to message the court place until next week sometime, but I got to give them at least 48 hours notice. And if they
Well,
tell
what
me,
sucks,
no,
though,
you
is-
can't do a web
yeah.
trial, you have to come to Georgia, then I don't know what's
I
going
doubt
to happen
they
there.
will, especially considering COVID and the fact that they're even offering video as an option, and the fact that you're in a completely different state.
Yeah.
But his complaint was so vague,
Yeah.
it's hard to prepare for, because his complaint was the tenant did not take care of the property. The pool needed to be fixed, landscaping and plants at $15,000. I mean, you know, it's the vaguest complaint I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah. So, yeah, if I have to pay for him that he needed to get a dumpster to throw some stuff away, fine, I'll do that, because there was some stuff left there, but it wasn't an overwhelming amount.
No,
I
and they
got rid
can
of most of
split it
everything.
equally between you and Jennifer, because half of that shit was hers. Split
Hell
it
yeah.
between, and then deduct the security deposit.
Yeah.
And
There you go.
do you still have the receipt in your email from the septic? They can deduct that shit too, because you had that.
Maybe. I'll have to look
Of course,
that
then
up.
again, with tenant, I don't know how often, because obviously that's something that needs to be done. That probably would fall on you too, but
The battery door just
Yes,
popped off while it was
oh,
just
she's all
sitting
wet.
there. Oh, the cats? Yeah, they love going in the bathtub and playing in the water. Oh, my dog's in attack mode.
That's because Boots came in the room.
Oh,
She's like, I don't mind the other two kittens, especially the ones that touched my butt. She just jumped right over Bandit to go after Boots. She's like, screw the little cats. Where's that big mean one? I'm gonna chase her.
oh, Boots is the one that fights back. So
Yeah.
yeah, hopefully, you know, I'm looking forward to getting my new watch. I miss my watch, and now that I've completely destroyed the last one, which I needed to upgrade, the battery wouldn't even last for like 3 hours before it would die, so it wasn't worth wearing anymore. But I feel naked without my watch. I used to, you know, and a bracelet. I used to have a bracelet, but that got lost a long time ago. So, c'est la vie. So put the 18650. Dolores, it's gonna pop. I think even with 18650, it'll pop off. But really, I was gonna say now it won't even pop off. But there it goes. I'll try the 18650 again just to satisfy curiosity. It did seem to hold a little better with the 18650, but not much. The main thing I'm worried about is if I go trying to put this 18650 in here, and if I'm stripping the threads that I may have that might work with a new battery door.
Just get a pocket watch. He doesn't need to shove anything else in his pockets. That man's like a packed mule. I cannot believe the amount of shit he can get in his pockets. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I do. I carry. Tetley, man, this is the thing. I was either going to get the Series 6 or the SE. Now, there's only a few differences between the SE and the Series 6, so I got the SE. So the Series 6 has a EKG and a blood oxygen meter. That's the main two differences on the. And the Series 6 has an always-on display. That's the main three differences that I remember from the Series 6. The SE has everything that the 6 has, including cellular and GPS and all that good stuff, and walkie-talkie mode, which I've never even tried on. Yeah, stainless steel frame. It is stainless steel. But Even my watch, I think, was stainless steel, the original iWatch I had, so that's not going to be a big deal. This, I'm almost willing to say this has a little too much cotton, which it didn't seem like I put too much cotton. It's not quite dry, but it's on that borderline, which means it'll never leak a drop. I know that, but I don't want it to be starving for juice either.
Yeah, see,
But
us women don't know what that's like, Mad Mock, because they don't give us pockets. And if they do, they're itty bitty tiny, ridiculously small pockets that you can't fit anything in. So
the SE that I got was $319. If I would have got the Series
hey, Addie.
6, it would have cost me right at 500. So I was trying to save a little bit of money there.
Thank you.
Addie, what is going on, my brother? Why are you down here, Bella?
Because Boots is apparently fighting back, so I'm just gonna stay down there and bark randomly.
Oh man. Here you go, Addie. This is for you.
Cause it's Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got shit to do.
There you go. That's the way it goes right there.
I try not to, because then he won't carry my shit. So I load him up with stuff.
Yeah, I got the Addie, I got the RBA section in the Ursa, which the RBA I'm loving. You know, I know Wendy doesn't have the problem with the battery door on her Ursa, but I do. And Lost Vape's sending me 2 new battery doors after I sent them an email to their support department. But this battery door pops off all the freaking time. The threads on the door itself are bad. I think the threads on the mod are fine, but the door is made out of aluminum or something, and the freaking threads stripped out. Like, I didn't even have the mod a week, and the threads stripped out, and I've never tried to over tighten it, so I don't know what the deal is there. But they're gonna send me 2 new battery doors. We'll see what happens.
Bella, you
I
showing
love
your
the
ass? That
mod.
big
It's
kitty's
just
gonna beat you up.
I don't like the fact that the damn battery door is so janky. They should have put thicker threads on the battery door, which I told them. Like I said, maybe they'll do that in the future version of the Ursa, or if they remake it or whatever. Hell, they can't seem to get away from pod systems now anyway. Usually vaping works in circles. You know, it goes from one thing over to another and then circles back around. Like you saw how we went from like the stupid cartomizers and then the silica wick stuff, and then we went over to tanks and mech mods, and then the wattage mods, and then squonkers, and then they started swapping out. Then the pod thing came around. Then they started swapping out. Mouth to lung started coming back around, and then you know the mech mods. Mech mods kind of go in and out. So I don't know if mech mods are going to make a comeback like they did in the past, but there's always going to be a place because people actually love mech mods, and they're always going to use those because they don't break. Um, it's hard to screw up something that's basically a tube and contacts. Um, I mean, unless you cross thread something or really
Yeah, I'm
screw
kind of
something up.
over all the pods too.
Yeah, I mean the pod market is way oversaturated. I think they've gotten it to tune down to like the best vape you're gonna get off of a pod anyway. I got no complaints with them. I mean some of now like that small one you got, I don't know. I didn't try it enough to know if I like it, but
I mean,
I'm
it's
not a
not
fan.
bad.
I'm not a
Personally, I
fan of the
like
real small ones.
the Vinci. Is it the Vinci? Yeah, the Vinci better.
See you, Cloud Chucker.
But good night, Cloud Chucker.
What happened with Demilla? Coma what?
She got a friend in the ICU.
Oh man. Yeah, when my son got diagnosed with diabetes, they put him in the ICU because he would you know most of the normal meters you have for blood sugar will go up to a certain level like 600 or something like that. Anything over that they'll read error, but the hospitals will go much higher. The meter at the hospital couldn't even read his sugar, it was so high.
Damn.
So Yeah, they couldn't read it, so what they did was slowly give him insulin because if you try to bring it down too quick, your brain will swell and it'll screw you all up. So they have to bring you down really slow, and they have to catch it quick enough to where you don't die before that happens. I've never seen somebody that blue. You know how you look like if somebody's starving for, oh, well, they can't
Mm-hmm.
demonstrate that on movies. I've never seen somebody look so blue. His whole complexion was completely blue. He looked like death warmed over, and it was bad. But after they started giving him insulin, he slowly started it was funny though because
Allergic reaction to oxtail soup. Damn, what was in it that gave him the reaction? That's crazy.
yeah, I do think it's funny that he went to the doctor, and because we couldn't figure out what was going on at first. We didn't know he
Mm-hmm.
was diabetic. And the doctor said he's just coming down with a cold. Take him out, get him a milkshake. And we went and got him the freaking milkshake, and that's what put him in freaking coma, pretty much, and had him sent to the hospital. So then we get the doctor's bill for taking him to the doctor, which was some astronomical figure. And I
Mm-hmm.
wrote the doctor and I said, let me tell you something. You're the one that told us to go get the milkshake, which my son just got out of the ICU for. You might want to reconsider this bill. That bill disappeared. Disappeared. Go figure. Which I was like,
Right.
win one for the little guy, finally. Yeah,
Well, I guess he figured it was either make the bill disappear or face a lawsuit.
yeah.
That
Oh, he's
that's
just tired. He
insane,
needs a
Jamila.
milkshake, Go get him a chocolate milkshake. Yeah, I've never seen somebody in that bad a shape like that. I've known other diabetics, and
Mm-hmm.
I've seen one actually. I had to rush her to the hospital. She was really low, and I didn't know that that's what it caused because I was still a teenager, and it was like wow. And
Yeah.
they took care of her, but yeah,
The
it
only
was rough.
person I've ever encountered that was having issues with diabetes was the opposite, to where we had to give him sugar. Now, these idiots that I'm with, because we were at a party and so everybody is drinking, is trying to give him peanut butter. And I'm like, he can't, he's barely conscious. How the hell are you going to give him peanut butter? You got to give him, like, here, bring me some jelly, something that will dissolve in his mouth, or packs of sugar or some orange juice. Don't just start gobbing his mouth full of freaking peanut butter. That's not going to work now. He's just going to choke to death while he goes into an
And
insulin
Jamila, I'm
shock.
sorry. And prayers go out to you and yours. I'm not trying to steal your thunder. I apologize. I'm sitting there telling my story when Jamila was trying to. It sparked that in my mind when
Yeah.
she said that. That's why.
Well, she's had it before, so it was a different restaurant. So it's got to be something in the seasoning that they put in there that she was allergic to. That's the fucked up thing about allergies, though. You could eat the same thing over and over and over again, and then one day, all of a sudden, you're allergic to it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Ketoacidosis. Yeah, my son's been through that a few times, Dolores. Those those are rough. He also has to go to the hospital when he gets ketoacidosis also. But those are always treatable because it doesn't get really bad. But that one time when he first got diagnosed, there's
Well,
no telling
because I'm
how
sure
low
it
his
was
or how high his blood sugar was
it's
then.
because y'all didn't recognize it. I mean, for
Yeah.
what it was.
It's weird because he literally had every symptom of it. I just
Mm-hmm.
thought that it's yeah, it is, DeMillan. It is. It, I just thought that a freaking doctor, after giving him all the signs that he had, would know that he was diabetic or at least check for it. But nope,
Sometimes the most
didn't check for it.
obvious things just go right by them.
Hell, I went to the
I mean, you
doctor.
got to think doctors are human too. They see so much shit. They probably didn't.
My doctor, when I went there, they took some blood, right? And then the doctor
Mm-hmm.
came back all worried. I'm kind of worried you might be diabetic. We found a lot of ketones in your blood. And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, that's because I'm doing the keto diet. And she was like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
God. No wonder. And I was like, yeah, that's why. It's not because I'm diabetic. Yeah, she was like, oh crap, you got really high ketones in your blood,
Yeah.
and it was that. That was the reason. But yeah. Eddie, I can't believe that the Google squad is not deleting posts like they were from Vic's show.
I think they were just after Stewart.
It was so weird. Every time he posts a message, it would come in and say the Google moderator squad has deleted your message. I'm like, what? I couldn't see it because I wasn't logged in as me, but they kept saying that, and I was like, wow. Every link he would put in there, and he was trying to trick the system, by not making it a clickable link and stuff. But it was just still But the weird thing is, it was taking Stewart's comments and deleting them, but the bot's comments were fine. When the bot posted links, it was okay. So apparently, if you want to post links, you need to do it with the bot.
They were just after Stewart.
You just got your second shot. You got a weird beeping in your arm. Yeah, DeMillan, the beeping is waiting for a signal for them to activate the nanobytes in your system to control you like a zombie.
No, John Q's claiming dibs on your stuff. We're all gonna divvy up your juice, your flavorings.
I like the blue light. It's kind of cool with the little yellow light in the mirror, kind of offsets it a little bit. I like it. Some of the anti-spasm features are based on account age. Oh.
It says anti-spam, not anti-spasm.
Oh, I said spasm. The anti-spam are based on account age. Well, I've had my account way longer than Vic's had his account. I guarantee you. I think Vic started doing his shows in 2014. My first video is like 2012 or something. Now, granted, it may also take into account of numbers of subscribers if I can get that word out. If that's the case, then I ain't got nothing to worry about.
Either that, Google's stalking Stewart. I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah. And it could be the type of link that it is.
Yeah.
It's weird because before I remember there was some links if you posted it wouldn't let you post. Then you change the name of it a little bit, then it would post. So it's kind of weird.
That's weird, Full Moon.
Dumb Long.
Good night, Dumb Long.
Did we go over again? Dadgummit, we always going over. And Petley, I will somehow do some Fallout this weekend. I promise. I will promise you that. How about that? I don't usually mess up promises. So sometime this weekend, I'm going to stream some Fallout for you. I'm going to try to cover up my name and stuff just in case Bethesda's watching, because you never know. Big Bethesda might come after you.
Yes, the update's on Tuesday.
Yeah, the update's
He's
Tuesday.
not allowed to play until after he's done with work.
Yeah. I'm not worried about getting on as soon as the update comes in, except for seeing what comes in the store. That's the only thing I want to see.
I'll just check Reddit for that.
Yeah. Well, there'll be a video on it. They
I don't
post
have
that
time.
video
I don't mind reading it. I'll just.
Well, thanks, Bree.
I'll just read it and.
Yeah. Hey, before you go to bed, make sure you pull up the spreadsheet so I can try to mail some stuff off tomorrow. Which, hey, it only took me like a year and a half to ship
It's not like
stuff.
I'm getting up to go to work at 8 a.m. I'm not going in till like 10:30, 11, and I'm going in my sweatpants.
Oh, okay. Cheech just got timed out. Poor Cheech. Cheech is getting timed out all the time.
That's all right. It's the end of the show anyway. That's how he knows he's loved.
Cheech said welcome. Bree said welcome.
Yeah, that's the one we're talking about, Rain.
Yeah. Rain, I play it on Xbox. I do not have it on PlayStation, but I do have it on PC also. That's why I got the PTS. I rarely play it on the PC. I mean, rare. So my level on My level on the Xbox is 533. My level on the PC is probably 20 something, maybe, if I'm lucky. So, yeah, I don't have anything on my PC character. And one of the main reasons why is when I run it on the PC, my freaking computer will start flashing the display. It'll just start flashing. I'm not sure what's causing it. It didn't seem to happen until I installed that NVIDIA RTX, which uses your video card to noise cancel stuff. So I'm thinking that's it. Cause, but it's weird because my computer will boot and it'll start doing that flashing thing. If I just sit there for like 2 minutes, it'll just come up as normal and start working fine. So I don't know what the hell's causing that, but it's getting on my nerves. I know that.
Weird.
Guess what your score is? Creed, I do not know. I don't think you've ever played Fallout, so I would say you're level 0. Another great show.
No,
Everybody
it's
in chat.
still a buggy mess, but it's fun.
Yeah, it's still buggy, Rainwalker. They are patching a lot of stuff with this new update, including the power armor glitch, which a lot of people are going to be mad about.
So we'll have a whole new round of bugs.
Yeah, there's going to be a whole bunch more bugs because when they
They're
add all
gonna
these
patch
mannequins
one
and
thing
stuff.
and fuck something else up.
Mhm. Eddie, I really wish that the stuff we did for advocacy actually freaking helped. It doesn't seem like going up against government does a daggum thing.
Well, no, because it
I mean-
doesn't matter what we say because it's not based on the truth, common sense, or research or logic. It's all about money. So
And you know YouTube's against it too because I swear everything I watch on YouTube, almost every video I watch comes up with that stupid, if you vape, you could be
well,
in.
I don't think it has anything to do with YouTube. It's they're being paid to put them on there. So
Seen
they
that
don't,
stupid monster commercial with the vaping 8 billion times now, and I skip it as soon as I can, but it's just like, come on. And now they're showing all these, I can't play baseball because I was vaping. Seriously? Seriously?
Yep. So yeah, I mean, our only option right now is to sway the court of public opinion, and most people are knee jerk. Oh, we don't want kids vaping. That's all they hear. They don't care. So it's not
Think of the
their fight,
children.
so it doesn't bother them. Exactly. I'm tired of thinking of other people's children. Screw them. Not literally, but yeah.
Think of the parents. How about that?
Right.
Think of the parents that should be whooping their children's butts.
Personal responsibility? Are you kidding me? Nobody has that anymore.
You know, Slappy, on my computer, if I use it on this computer on YouTube, I don't get those ads. But on my television, which is normally where I watch YouTube, I can't bypass the ads. If there is an ad blocker for the TV, let me know so I can stop seeing those freaking ads. YouTube over the past year and a half to 2 years has gotten really bad with ads, which I think is hilarious because when YouTube used to pay content creators more money for videos, they now pay them less but run twice as many ads.
That's because
the hell?
The people that are running the ads are paying YouTube for the right to do it. YouTube is turning into basically just like cable TV now. And yeah, it's gotten very commercialized. It's not about the content creators anymore. It's about them selling
Creed has
their own product.
Give it to me, Creed. I need it. Eddie, I agree with you about hanging in there. I don't think vaping's going anywhere by any means. Whether it has to go underground or anything, there's going to be a way that will still survive as far as vapors go. I don't think anybody that's a diehard vapor that is completely done away with cigarettes are going to go, you know what, I can't really buy stuff because of the stupid mail ban, and since that happened, I'm just going to go back to smoking. I don't think anybody that truly has gotten the relief of being off of cigarettes are just going to go, yeah, I'll just go back to smoking.
I don't think any of us will,
Mhm.
but I think the people that have just started or just getting into it probably will, because those are the same people that would very easily go back to cigarettes the first time that their tank leaks or breaks.
Well,
Or you know what I mean? They don't. Yeah.
all the peer pressures from the folks in high school, you got all these kids that are smoking in high school. Now, I don't know how it is now, but when I was in high school, we had it was kind of weird because the seniors had a senior area, that nobody was allowed to into. It was kind of an unspoken rule, but only seniors were allowed in there, and there was a fountain in there, and if the seniors caught a subby or a freshman in there, they were allowed to dunk you in the water. So,
I never faced any. I started smoking because my grandmother used to leave her cigarettes around lit in the ashtray. It had nothing to do with peer pressure in school or anything. Matter of fact, I hid it from the people I knew in school because they'd rat me out. I got
so
picked on for being a
wait a minute.
smoker at school. So
Let me see
I
this
don't.
link that Addie just posted. The second part is up. What do you mean the second part?
I don't know. They still haven't released the rule yet.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. He just posted a link that said the second part. I'm like,
I read something yesterday where they're talking about making exceptions, but they're trying to streamline the process where people can put in for an exception. But I don't think that it's
I
necessarily for us
Creed,
in
I have
particular.
downloader on my on my Fire TV. I don't know if I have a downloader for the TV itself. I don't know if there is an app because I got a TCL TV upstairs, so I don't think you can put downloader on there. If I do, then hell yeah, I'd try it. Health Canada wants to ban flavors except tobacco and menthol. Yeah, see, why is it okay for tobacco and menthol, but all other flavors would be banned? That makes no sense. Zero
Because
sense.
they're not trying to ban cigarettes. All these tobacco-free kids and all that shit would be out of funding, out of money, and out of jobs if people actually quit smoking. They don't want anybody to quit smoking. They want people to continue to smoke so they can continue to fight it, so they can continue to make millions of dollars doing
So
nothing.
so their excuse for them only doing menthol and tobacco is so that they can still continue to sell cigarettes without the fear of being.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Do you think people like Stanton Glantz and the tobacco-free kids and the Bloomberg Initiative, they're making money off of people smoking cigarettes? If people did not smoke, if they actually accomplished
Okay,
their
timekeeper.
quote unquote goal, there would be no use for them. They would work themselves into obsolescence. They don't want people to quit smoking.
Oh man. What are we gonna do? We're gonna have to come up. We're gonna have to do like a show midweek on the 26th or something when all this goes down. I
I
mean,
don't know.
I don't.
I got enough bad news. I don't really.
Mad Mock, yeah, it is nothing but money. It's always been about the money. It's nothing but the money. It's freaking crazy.
All right. Well, I'm tired. I would like to take my bra off and go lay down. I've had a very long day.
Okay. All right, we're gonna get off here, guys. Thanks everybody for coming out tonight. Thank you to all the spanners in the chat, which I know we have lots of spanners. But hey, lots of spanners is a good thing. That keeps everybody in line.
We're not from England or over the pond. They are wrenches. We don't have
Did I say
spanners here.
spanners?
You did.
Oh my God!
You
I can't believe
weirdo.
I said spanners. Man, oh my gosh, the UK's rubbing off on me. Spanners?
There's a link Eddie posted
I
to
never said
the fundraiser for, is it the trucking?
for Vaping Trucker?
Trucker.
Yep, Vaping Trucker. Cool.
Yep,
I didn't know that was still going.
Fundraiser, not auction. Sorry. Yep. It hasn't. It's not. It's going to be a live.
But I've already spent all my money, Eddie.
It's a
Now you want me to
live.
spend more money?
I don't think it's an auction. I think it's just a fundraiser. So.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's just
Yep.
a fundraiser. Okay, good.
Okay.
Massive 24-hour fundraiser.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Open Truckers 24-hour stream. The 7th of May is when that's supposed to happen. I do believe, from what I can read from this. So the 7th of May is when that is. I'll have to check that out. Yep, there you go. Thank you, Eddie. Oh my
I
goodness.
know, right, Slappy? It's a shame, isn't it?
This
See
was
you next
awful.
Friday.
I'm dumber for
All right.
listening to it. Hopefully I killed some brain cells there.
What's a Friday night if you can't kill a couple brain cells, right?
Right. So I mean, I know I didn't do much with my Stream Deck, but it is nice. I'm gonna have to figure out how to, do some more stuff with it, get some stinger transitions and all this crazy stuff. I need an outro. I need to redo my intro, obviously. I don't know what I'm gonna do for the intro now. I'll have to really
I don't know.
think about that one. But I bet you my account that I had with that company is gone, so I'll have to redo it in a different way, but I'll figure it out.
Probably.
Y'all have a great weekend. I hope everybody that has sick ones in their friends or family will recover in good health quickly. And y'all stay away from the COVID stuff. Don't nobody need a COVID. Don't nobody need a COVID.
Just stay away from people in general. They suck.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'll be on sometime this weekend. Tetley Man, if you're still around, I'll be on. So, and if you don't see it live, you can catch the replay. Until then,
Night.
y'all have a great night and great weekend, and we'll catch you guys next week. Peace out.